Why do you want to lose weight? Is it really about the number on the scale or about what the number represents? More confidence, more freedom to live fully and independently for decades to come? When we dig deeper, most women don't want to just lose weight, they want to feel alive again. I'm guessing that if you want to lose weight, you want to age strong, stay mobile, and protect your health so that you can show up fully for the people and purposes God has placed in your life. That's what today's episode is about. Weight loss is just the beginning. The real goal is vitality, building a body that's fueled, strong, and resilient enough to carry you through the next chapter of your life. That journey starts with an abundance of healthy, real food from every food group. But as we move through our 40s and beyond, there are times when targeted supplementation can help to fill in the gaps and support your body's ability to live long and strong. So today I'm answering your questions about supplements. Supplements that can make a difference for women over 40 based on research and the insights of experts in the field of women's health. This is episode number 223 of the Healthy Real Food podcast, the best supplements to support longevity for women over 40. This is the Healthy Real Food podcast. I'm your coach, Erin Hart, a registered nurse and health coach who understands the struggle of feeling out of control around food and has walked the path of transformation. If you are a woman who feels powerless against your cravings and is ready to live your life with more energy, mental clarity, and purpose, there is hope. Here we believe that with God, a mindset of unstoppability, and consistent execution of a winning strategy, anything is possible for you. So if you're ready to find freedom from food addiction, take control of your health, and pursue your dreams with renewed energy, support, and accountability, let's go. Hey, my friend, welcome back to the Healthy Real Food podcast. Today, we're talking about supplements to support your longevity if you're a woman over 40. So, before we dive in, a quick reminder everything I'm going to be sharing today is for educational purposes only. It's not individual medical advice. Everyone's health story is different. I'm not a doctor. I don't prescribe medication or supplements to anyone. So I really encourage you to check with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement or changing your plan. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I am passionate about helping women over 40 to achieve their goal body and find peace with food with a healthy, real food lifestyle. And the foundation of true health begins with eating an abundance of healthy, real, colorful food from every food group. When you fill your plate with food the way God made it, vegetables, fruit, lean proteins, healthy fats, and starches and grains, you're nourishing your body the way that it was designed to thrive. And it's going to help you to feel your best. But once we reach our 40s and 50s, things can start to shift. Hormones fluctuate, muscle mass will begin to decline, and our ability to absorb certain nutrients isn't quite the same as it used to be. Even with a solid real food meal plan, we can end up with small nutritional gaps that affect our energy, sleep, bone density, and recovery. So, as we're approaching weight loss, we want to be sure that we're protecting our muscle mass and our bone density. We want to be eating enough protein, doing resistance training to make sure that we're not losing muscle as we're losing weight. But we also want to make sure that we're getting that abundance of micronutrients. So the macronutrients are the proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. We want a healthy balance of all of those when we're creating our weight loss plan to help us to have our best energy so that we're functioning at our best. But also, we want to make sure that we're getting the micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals that we need to support our longevity as we age. The preference is definitely real food. We want to make sure we're getting that abundance and variety in our food by eating every color, every food group, right? And that we're working on optimizing our nutrition by choosing the best options. Everything's compliant in our program as long as it doesn't have the sugar and flour in it. But there are good, better, and best options. So the better and best options are those G bombs. So greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. Those are those superfoods that really help us to make sure that we're getting the best nutrition. We want to be trying to eat more of those and making those foods part of our daily meals. But in addition to that, to make sure that we're maintaining our bone density, and to make sure that we're getting all of the micronutrients that we need. Sometimes supplementation is needed and recommended by many experts in the field of women's health. So today we're just going to look at how to close any of those nutrient gaps that we have wisely so you not just live longer, but stronger and more independently. The goal is not just to get skinny, it's to get stronger. So let's start with the big question. If I'm already eating healthy, real food, do I really need supplements? And that's a fair question. The foundation of your health will always be real foods. Whole foods give you vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients and that perfect balance, just the way God designed them to work together. But even the healthiest eaters can fall a little bit short, especially women over 40, right? As estrogen declines, we absorb less calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. Stress and caffeine deplete magnesium. If you're not getting a lot of sunlight, that means that you probably have lower vitamin D. And changing food patterns mean many women simply just don't get quite enough of certain minerals. So even if you're doing everything right, your body's needs may have changed. Supplements don't replace real food, so they support your body's systems as you age, and think of them like reinforcement beams that keep your foundation sturdy when your life season changes. Remember, your needs vary depending on whether you're perimenopausal or postmenopausal, and what medications you take, and what your labs show. So that's why I always encourage people to go and see their doctor. Their doctors can run tests so you don't have to guess where your gaps are. Let's walk through the four supplements that have the strongest research behind them for women over 40. Number one is creatine. So, for muscle, brain, and strength, women naturally have lower creatine stores than men, and those levels drop as estrogen declines. Research shows that 3 to 5 grams per day of creatine monohydrate helps you to maintain your muscle, bone, and even cognitive function. You want to make sure you're choosing the micronized creatine monohydrate, unflavored, unsweetened, no calories. It's the most studied and the most effective form. And you don't need to load it. You can just take it daily. And if you notice a small increase in your weight after taking it, that's simply water being pulled into your muscles. It's normal and it's a good sign that your body is storing creatine properly. Creatine is going to help you to maintain your muscle mass during weight loss, and it's really safe for healthy adults. But if you have kidney disease, diabetes, or if you're taking any medications that affect your kidneys, you definitely want to talk to your doctor first. Number two is vitamin D for healthy bones, a healthy immune system, and to help your mood. Vitamin D, most women are deficient in vitamin D, and it plays a huge role in your bone strength, your muscle performance, and your immune health. The Endocrine Society recommends testing for vitamin D deficiency. If you're a person that gets little sun exposure, if you have darker skin, malabsorption issues, or if you're over 75 years old. If your level is low, most women do well supplementing with 600 to 800 IUs of vitamin D3 a day, along with enough calcium to reach about 1,200 milligrams total per day, ideally from food. And calcium is not just in milk, it's in broccoli, it's in so many different foods. So we want to eat those calcium rich foods. We want to avoid mega dosing unless you're correcting a deficiency. and recheck your blood level in about 2 to 3 months. So, most women feel best with vitamin D levels between 30 and 50 nanograms per milliliter, but your clinician can guide you on that. Number three, omega 3 fatty acids for your heart, brain, and inflammation. So, omega 3s, especially EPA and DHA, lower triglycerides and support your brain and heart health. So, we want to aim for 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week, things like salmon, sardines, or mackerel. And if you don't eat fish regularly, you might want to consider a high quality fish oil or algae based supplement that provides 500 to 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA each day. If you have atrial fibrillation risk or if you're on blood thinners, you definitely want to check with your physician first. Plant sources like flaxseed, chia seeds, and walnuts provide ALA, which is helpful, but it doesn't fully replace marine omega 3s. And just know research shows mixed results for heart protection in otherwise healthy adults. Number four, magnesium. So, magnesium for sleep, stress, and recovery. Magnesium is one of the most common deficiencies in women over 40, and it's needed for more than 300 enzyme reactions in our body, including muscle function and relaxation. Stress, caffeine, hormonal changes are going to deplete your magnesium. Most women benefit from 200 to 400 milligrams a day. Use magnesium glycinate. There's like 10 different types of magnesium, but magnesium glycinate is great for relaxation and sleep, or magnesium citrate if you need a little digestive support. And you can take it in the evening and separate it by 2 to 4 hours from any thyroid medications or antibiotics that you're on. And avoid really high doses if you have kidney disease. So beyond those four, I mean, there's lots of other nutrients that may be worth discussing with your provider, like B vitamins, especially B12 and folate, support energy and brain function. You're going to want to get your levels checked if you have a plant-based diet or if you're taking metformin. Iron is important if you're still cycling, if you're still having a period, or if you donate blood. So ask for a complete blood count and ferritin level. Supplement only if you're low, since too much iron can cause problems. Calcium should come mostly from food like leafy greens, fish with bones, or dairy if you can tolerate it. And if you add a supplement, use small divided doses to reach around 1,200 milligrams per day total. Iodine is another often missed nutrient, especially if you use fancy sea salts that aren't iodized or if you're dairy free. So include seafood or iodized salt, but only supplement with guidance because too much can affect your thyroid function. Most people on the standard American diet get a lot of iodized salt in their diet, but when you're eating an unprocessed diet, like we do with the Healthy Real Food program, some people are not getting enough salt. So, unless your doctor tells you not to, you want to heavily salt your food when you're eating unprocessed food, just so that you can make sure you're getting enough salt and make sure that some of that salt is iodized. Hormone replacement therapy, or HRT, can be life changing for some women within 10 years of menopause and if you're under the age of 60, but it's not right for everyone. So always consult a menopause informed clinician. And of course, that's not a supplement, but it is something that you might want to consider on your weight loss journey and your health journey to help you with your longevity. Menopause treatment is one of the tools on your health journey if you're a woman over 40 that can help you to maintain your muscle mass, avoid the muscle loss and the bone loss that comes with our age and the changes in our hormones, and just help to decrease the gain of the visceral body fat around your organs that happens for women as they're going through menopause. So always consult a doctor that's informed about menopause when you're making these decisions. But that's something that I take and it has been so life changing for me. And then when it comes to multivitamins, I personally take a women's one a day vitamin that has folate since I'm still at those years where I could have a baby. But if you are past the childbearing years, you may just want to talk to your doctor about more targeted nutrients based on food patterns and your lab results. I think that this can be helpful in helping you to close in those nutrient gaps as you're losing weight. So, when it comes to supplementation and your health, I definitely recommend, again, just talk to your doctor. And these are personal decisions. If this is something that you want to include into your healthy, real food lifestyle, it's not something that everyone needs to do. But I do want to just share what I take personally, just so that you can have an idea of what that looks like for me. And so I take 1 scoop of the creatine monohydrate every morning. It's 5 grams, and, I just mix it in with some warm water and drink it. One of the habits I have when I first wake up is I just drink 1 cup of the creatine monohydrate in a big glass of water, and then I follow it by another big glass of water. You just wanna make sure you're drinking at least 80 ounces of water when you're taking creatine monohydrate. After breakfast, I will take calcium. Let's see. I'll take my one a day women's vitamin. I'll take fish oil. And then at night, I take progesterone with magnesium. Where's my magnesium? With a magnesium supplement to help me with my sleep. In addition to the progesterone, my doctor has also prescribed a estrogen patch. So that's something that I change twice a week, just to get patch so that it gets absorbed through the skin. So those are all the supplements I personally take. I don't think that you need to spend a ton of money on supplements or buy any expensive powders or concoctions, right? Like our food has the majority of everything that we need, but these are common deficiencies for women over 40. And I find that I feel my best when I'm taking these. I've also been working on getting better sleep, increasing my exercise, drinking more water. So, all of these are so important in addition to our healthy, real food lifestyle to optimize our health and longevity. So here's how to do this the smart way, how to supplement wisely. Number one, just start with your food. Optimize your meal plan, optimize your food. Make sure you're getting a balance of all of your macronutrients, your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And then make sure that you're eating an abundance of all the different colors. Try to eat the rainbow every day. Try to eat the G bombs, greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds, those superfoods. Real food, protein, movement, sleep are your engine. Supplements are really just that oil that's going to help you keep things running smoothly. Number two, test, don't guess. You can ask your provider for key labs before you add anything new and get their advice and their recommendations for what's recommended for you in your unique situation. Number three, add one thing at a time and just pay attention to the changes that you have in energy, sleep, and mood. Number four, choose quality. Look for supplements that are third party tested on the label. Number five, stay within safe upper limits unless your clinician tells you otherwise. And finally, again, partner with your healthcare provider, especially if you take any prescription medications or have any medical conditions. Remember, you're not just trying to lose weight, you're building a body that helps you to live the life that you were created for. You want to maintain your muscle mass and your bone density as you're losing weight, and your real food foundation will nourish you. Supplements simply will help you to fill in those small gaps that appear with time. So you can keep climbing mountains and chasing your dreams and showing up with strength and purpose. This journey is not about perfection, it's about progress and creating health that lasts. So if this is overwhelming to you, don't start with this, just start with the basics. The foundational principles of a healthy real food lifestyle are eating real food the way that God makes it, weighing and measuring your food without snacking in between, writing down your food the night before, eating what you wrote down, and connecting with your buddy. But beyond that, once that starts to feel automated, then we want to start working on these other pillars of health, optimizing our sleep, improving our hydration, making sure we're getting exercise and moving, and then filling in these nutritional gaps. You don't have to change everything at once. So just start with the basics, and then with time, these are some things that you can do to optimize your nutrition. So let's review what we covered. Your ultimate goal is health and independence, not just weight loss. Your foundation is real, colorful food, adequate protein, and consistent movement. The 4 supplements with the strongest research from women over 40 are creatine, vitamin D, omega-3s, and magnesium. Beyond that, you might benefit from B vitamins, iron, iodine, calcium, depending on your needs and your labs. So, if today's episode helped you to think beyond weight loss and toward long term vitality, share it with a friend who wants to age strong and live free. And if you'd like help creating a personalized healthy real food plan, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I would love to walk alongside you as you build your foundation for lifelong vitality and freedom with food. Thanks for listening today. If you enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love my coaching program. If you're struggling and want to lose weight for the last time, I can help you. Just imagine living in your goal body and having peace with food. Your success is guaranteed. To learn more about how to get support, guidance, and accountability so you can find peace with food, achieve your goal body this year, and have more energy, visit www.healthyrealfood.com. While you're there, click the link to my schedule for a free one-to-one coaching call so we can get you started on your success path. You have the power to create the life that you want. This is the year of you. I'm cheering you on. Now go win the day. You got this.